that make it extremely difficult to talk about, to report on, but we want to bring light to this because we want to make sure we get justice for her family. And of course, everybody is talking about this right now. A woman out of Charlotte, North Carolina, Shanquella Robinson, she was 25 years old, 25 years young. She went on vacation with a few quote unquote friends, and apparently within 24 hours of her arrival in Cabo, she was dead. Okay? Now, according to her mother, Shanquella traveled with these friends, and they arrived back and told the family that she wasn't feeling well. It was alcohol poisoning, and they ended up leaving her body in Mexico.
Wow.
Right? Now, if these is your friends, if this is your friend, would you leave your friend behind in Mexico?
Not at all.
Now, they all had different stories to bring to the mother. It took 2 weeks and $6,000 to even get the body back to America. Now, they did have the family make calls to the FBI and Mexican authorities, and they learned of another potential cause of death. The autopsy came back, and they said it didn't have anything to do with alcohol. Instead, she had a broken neck, and her spine in the back was cracked because she had been beaten.
She told me they had a chef they was getting ready to eat. They was eating tacos, something, salad or something they was eating. And I said, well, okay, I love you, have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. And I never talked to my child again, and she never made it back home.
Now, Queen City News spoke with officials at the U.S. State Department in Mexico, and they're saying that she wasn't murdered. They're saying that it was initially an indication that there was no evidence of foul play. So it's like, what are you talking about? Her spine is cracked,
right,
and her neck is broken. How is that not foul play? What are we talking about here?
Yeah, it sounds like a strong cover-up. And that's just on the lowest level of things.
Yeah, well, supposedly they're helping the family obtain reports from the authorities in Mexico, and they're recommending that the family hires a private investigator. But yesterday, a video went viral, a couple of them, of Shanquella Robinson, which is what people are saying because there's no definite, nobody really came out and was like, this is her, but this is what everyone is saying, that this video includes her and one of the girls that went on a trip, allegedly Dejanay Jackson, and apparently they were in a fight, an altercation, where Shanquella was naked and not even fighting back.
Quilla, can you at least fight back? No. At least something?
Now, that's supposedly one of her friends that's filming the whole situation that's happening. And now, I don't know if you've ever gotten into any kind of situation in a country that wasn't here, or like even a Spanish-speaking country. But like, something happened to me at a hotel, and I wanted to sue the hotel. Almost impossible. Almost impossible to find somebody that'll talk to you to do it.
Right.
Almost impossible to get them to do anything. You know what I mean? Once you leave, especially. So them telling the mother this, giving them the runaround, these people coming up with this story, it was 6 other people. One arrived after, and he actually went to Instagram to plead his case. We want to know what y'all think about this whole situation. Hit us up, 1-866-HUSTLE-8, 1-866-487-8538. This extremely disgusting tragedy. Like, how the hell can you call this person your friend? You put your hands on her, naked, beat her up, film it, and leave her dead body there and lie to her mother and say it's alcohol poisoning. How disgusting of human beings do you have to be?
And I'm surprised that no one's been brought in as suspects in this situation, because you guys were clearly there and was around when whatever foul incident happened. And everything's not stacking up at all.
Well, it's because it happened in Mexico and they're now here. So no one's going to come get them, because
now
that's
you're
out of
dealing with jurisdiction, extradition issues. And no one from that country sounds like they're going to file charges because they don't want to mess up their tourism.
The fact that they're allowing the narrative to be that it's not, that it's alcohol poisoning when her stuff is cracked and broken. A lot of people are speaking out. A lot of people are upset. And one of the guys went on Instagram Live yesterday. Let's see if his stories is matching up. I'm L'Oreal. That's the lowdown. You can follow me at Starring L'Oreal, LOREL, or Morning Hustle Show. And we're going to play what he says is his excuse because he wasn't there, supposedly. We'll talk about that in 10 minutes.
At least fight back, something.
Get up, bro. Get up.
That is audio allegedly from a fight that caused the death of 25-year-old Shanquella Robinson, who went on a trip to Cabo Halloween weekend with 6 of her alleged friends, and within 24 hours, she was dead. So now a lot of things are coming out around this story, and people want justice. People are demanding answers. Now, her 6 friends, they put out their socials, they put out pictures of them, their addresses, and it seems as though one of the people are speaking out. Now, one of those people, his name is Nasir Wiggins, and he's saying that this all happened before he even arrived in Mexico.
I get off my flight around like 2:16 Mexico time. I make a phone call to everybody who were there. Like, I need the address. During this phone call, that's the first time I heard that Quilla wasn't feeling good. They told me that Quilla was sick and she was showing signs of alcohol poisoning. And they got that because one of their friends told them that they were seeing signs. So she was showing symptoms of alcohol poisoning. So I got to the villa around 3:26. Instantly, as soon as I go in there, I go to Quilla. Quilla didn't leave my side, none of that, till the nurse came.
But she had to have been dead already because this fight had happened before, and the Mexican police are saying that there's no sign of foul play.
Yeah, the x-rays and the medical examiner's information says otherwise.
Yeah, they say broken neck and her spine and the back was cracked.
This reminds me, I don't know if you remember back, like, I think it was like 2013, a story about Kendrick Johnson. There's a young man who was found rolled up in a gym mat. And nobody knew what happened. Like, he didn't roll himself up in a gym mat. And, like, that is a case that I don't think has still been properly solved. And, like, this is a large narrative that happens a lot of times with people of color. And then when you sprinkle the outside forces of being in a completely different country, which is corrupt on top of it, like, Mexico, you can pay the right people and they'll say whatever you need them to say, and it don't take much.
It. They allowed them to leave, and these people clearly murdered this girl. 1 person, 2 people, you filmed it, you did whatever, you did whatever, and they just turned the other cheek and let these people leave out and said that it was a alcohol poisoning with a cracked spine?
And
I don't get it.
And you get that alcohol poisoning thing coming out a lot, in different countries and stuff. And I think sometimes maybe that truly is the story, and maybe this is just a likely story that people throw out there just, because people don't question it.
I just can't imagine 6 of your supposedly close friends just leaving your body in Mexico, and then they all have different stories, and then you're messed up, and now this video comes out.
The video of the fight speaks volumes as to the dynamic of that friendship. And I said it in air quotes.
FYI, all their social media's gone.
Oh, how
except
convenient.
for Nasir.
We are the Morning Hustle.